stage Vincent Puran Prakash. And I'm going to say to him the same thing. Namaste, Sat Shri Akal, Adab, Bula. And we're going to give the mic to Vincent, but let's give a round of applause to the man behind this Fiji festival for the past 20 long years.
Namaste, Adab, Sasikal, Nisa Bula, Kamani Turanga, Kaya Manama. Ladies and gentlemen, our children, President for Bula Fiji of BC and producer of J Fiji Television, I welcome you all to the 20th Annual Fiji Festival. Thank you to the city of Burnaby, Swanguard Stadium, and volunteers, our volunteers, the sponsors for the generous support. I wish you all the great day. Let all get together, celebrate, and live this day the Fijian way. Vinaka Bakalevu. Thank you.
जोरदार ताली हो जाए विंसेंट पुरन प्रकाश के लिए। और इसकी बीवी, इसकी पत्नी वीना प्रकाश स्टेज पर नहीं आई है, लेकिन हम आग्रह करेंगे वीना प्रकाश, आप जहां कहीं पर भी हैं, आप स्टेज के करीब आ जाए। आपके लिए भी एक थोड़ा सा सरप्राइज है। और थैंक यू वेरी मच पीपल एंड थैंक यू विंसेंट पुरन प्रकाश फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग दिस फॉर द पास्ट 20 years. And yes, we surely enjoyed this. And I'll pass the mic over to Regina now.
Thank you, Rita. I would like to call upon our mayor for the city of Burnaby, Mr. Mike Hurley. Please put your hands together.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all doing? Great to have you here in Burnaby, and I'm glad to have with me here Councillor Paul McDonnell. A big round for Paul. And of course, Saab Dalawal is here with us, joined us here today as well. First of all, I'd like to thank Vincent for moving to Burnaby, the best city in Canada. Obviously, you made the right choice. Thank you. Thank you. We're glad to have you here in Burnaby. So, you know, Burnaby's built on multiculturalism, and we're privileged to be here to celebrate with all our different communities, but today we're here to celebrate with you, Fijian community who makes such a contribution to our city on a daily basis, and we're very pleased to be here and to see all these colorful outfits and to see the great dances and the great traditions that you bring with you from your country. And we're privileged to learn from you, learn what your cultures are about, and mix them with our cultures. And that's why Canada is so great, because we welcome everyone to this great country, and especially to this great city, Burnaby. So on behalf of Burnaby City Council, have a great festival, and we look forward to coming back and enjoying it with you again next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, the Mayor of Burnaby. I'd like to call upon our next speaker, Mr. Bobby Niker, who represents the Fiji Consulate. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Regina. Regina, I know you spoke to the weather a while back, but I think the gods have pulled out all the stops. They've given us the warmth that Fijians love. They've protected us from the real bright sun rays that scare us. They've thrown in a little bit of breeze, so a perfect recipe for a perfect Fiji Festival day. The organizers of the Fiji Festival, Mr. and Mrs. Vincent Prakash, and their two daughters, Regina and Jazz. Distinguished guests, families and friends, Bulavnaka, good afternoon, and a warm welcome to all of you to Swanguard Stadium for this auspicious occasion to celebrate the 2019 Fiji Festival, which has been running for the past 20 years. This event was the brainchild of Mr. Vincent Prakash, as you previously heard, and over the last few years, he has passed the baton to his two daughters, Regina and Jess. Thank you, Vincent, very much for your dedication and hard work in organizing this event. It's a platform to meet fellow Fijians and celebrate our heritage in a wonderful setting such as this. Thank you for the invitation to be a guest speaker today, and the turnout to this event speaks volumes of how deeply attached all of you are to our motherland, Fiji, and to unite under that noble banner blue for causes that will benefit our families and communities here and back home. I want to thank the Canadian government for embracing diversity and allowing for such gatherings to be held in such a public forum. Forums such as this allow us to preserve our culture and pass this on to generations to come. For many, this is their new home. For many more, this is the only home they've known. We are truly blessed to be living in such a great country. We have come a long way in our history, and our forefathers have settled in Canada to pave the way for a better future for us. The second, third, and fourth generation of Canadian Fijians. We now have better jobs, better homes, businesses that we call our own, a far cry from our forefathers who went through this whilst in Fiji. However, I wish to drive a point that we should never forget the sacrifices of our forefathers, and equally important is for us to unite and work together on events such as this. I am of the view that whatever event that is organized with a Fiji brand tag to it needs to have a report which should itemize the proceeds and how that would benefit our people back home. This is an area which my office will work on to ensure that we have a common understanding on the various events that we host and how they will impact our communities here and in Fiji. There are many worthy foundations back home who would love our assistance in any way we can to alleviate poverty and bring a smile on a child who may not be as fortunate as ours. The little things we do for others go a long way, and I call on our community leaders and members to continue the good work and strive forward to alleviate our common heritage and Fiji's visibility here in Canada. Fiji has maintained a cordial relationship with the Government of Canada for decades, and we share a common membership of the Commonwealth, the United Nations, and other international organizations. I also wish to thank the Government of Canada and specifically the province of British Columbia for its support to the Fiji government in major disaster recovery efforts and its commitment in addressing the catastrophic effects of climate change. To the honorable MLAs present here today, thank you most kindly for your presence to celebrate this occasion with us. You have always been a great help in working with our community members, and it's our prayer that Almighty will bless you and your families in manifold. We look forward to continuing to work with you and explore opportunities to strengthen our network and create more for our people back home. We are all ambassadors of Fiji here in Canada, and my role here will be much easier when we share information, investment links, cultural exchange programs, export and import platforms, and scholarships which will benefit students back home. On that note, I thank you once again for your time and wish our 2019 Fiji Festival all the success. Vinaka Vekilagu, Dhanabad, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bobby Naicker. We did receive a letter from the Office of the Prime Minister. Dear Mr. Prakash, regarding Fiji Festival 2019, I acknowledge receipt of your letter for the Prime Minister to attend the Fiji Festival in Burnaby on July the 13th. Regrettably, the Prime Minister is unable to attend the Fiji Festival due to prior work commitments. He wishes us all well in the preparations for this festival. So thank you.